Welcome, I'm David.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Desmonds Donders.
Hello and welcome to this week's Wednesday Waffle. As you can see, we're away. And this is Rattray Head. We've got the lighthouse that way, and behind us the lighthouse cottages. And beside us, Desmond. It's quite a busy car park. So this will be going out the Wednesday after we get back from this holiday. But the events mainly occurred during or just before the holiday. So let's deal with one that happened during, and that was a generator. Yeah, a generator. You're wild camping, wilding, boondocking, dry camping, whatever you want to call it, you're parked by the beach in a car park. If you need a generator for your TV, etc., then perhaps that's an inappropriate place to park, especially at the height of summer. Until the generator started up, there was wildlife and birds about, but it all went quiet to the thud 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 of a power generator. Now there may have been a medical reason. In that case it would have been going low level overnight. And in that case perhaps they'd have come to say, perhaps you might want to park somewhere else. We're going to have this going. But no, it was parked, it was on for the time that the TV needed to be on. Okay, let's move on and to the much worse events. The events that led to, hopefully, the temporary closure of Cullen. During the week before, people had been told to move their vans apart, stop with the fires. There was a fire risk, which Grampian and that area are on high most of the time this year, etc, etc. There was a few things they were asked not to do, but of course most of the people that were there did as they were asked. The rest certainly didn't. So during the week, when a fireman saw what was happening, he contacted the estate and said, if something happens down there, you realise you'll be liable. He knew that the land was estate land. And that led to, on the Friday, as we set off on this trip, the news and the signs that no overnight camping, no overnight parking, no fires, no barbecues were allowed, and it would effectively be shut till further notice. So a big thank you to anybody who was down there causing the problem, and we would like to thank you that we've lost that park up, at least for now, and it's one of our favourites and a really useful one during the winter. So things developed after that, and it became obvious from the Cullen website, the Cullen and the Seafield and Strathspey estates, that the reason was indeed vans were too close up together, and that they needed to have moved, and if they'd moved, the place would still be open. We were in Cullen on the Friday, stopping for fish and chips, and not that we use it much, but Lindsay was recognised and her order was made. But once we went to get rid of rubbish, Lindsay nipped back in and said, were they aware of what's happening? And yes, and we said, well, we don't know if we're back, we don't spend money where we're not welcome, and we'd gladly have the air built, and that apparently is what happens, or is what's happening. We are having the air, but who knows, and the air will now be built not to what was originally promised, put to a lower value because it'll be cut because the expense was going to be too great. Now they've had to add separation of 3 meters. So again, thank you all. We're probably not going to get the facilities we thought we were going to go into there, and that's if we get them at all the way the local council works. No problems with the local community council, but the local council seems to have reneged on a couple of other airs already. Anyway, too much waffle. Pull that bit over to the side or wherever it comes from, and there'll be some drone footage to finish this week's waffle. Thank you for watching Desmonds Donders. And remember, please take nothing but memories and leave nothing but tracks. Please subscribe and ring the bell for notifications, and hopefully we'll see you next time.